past is the past, you know? It's a new day, bro. My day. You gotta do it now.
Hello everyone, it's Freddy, also known as Freddiephoto1 in the YouTube and Facebook fragrance community. This video I'm making today is something that's been on my mind for a while. I actually discussed this with a few of my friends here in the community, and I see a lot of people, a lot of reviewers, old and new, putting them out. And I figured, what am I waiting for? Let me do this. I know if you guys saw me in Al's Street Scents from the Cree Boutique. Shout out to everybody in the video and everybody that commented. I said I was going to come out with a top 10 fall list. But I also realized that I was getting so many new subscribers to my channel that I didn't know that this would be a good opportunity for them to get to know me. And maybe at the bottom you can tell me a little bit about yourself. And, you know, we can get to know each other. As people that I have come into contact with in this community, I've treated as family. They've treated me as family, and I hope to add more of you guys to the family. A little bit about myself, which is what this video is about. I'm from New York. I have 18 kids that I know of. Nah, just joking. I have 4 daughters. Oldest is 18, youngest is 4. And, you know, somewhere in between the others fall in. I work in the New York financial district. I dabble in photography, and my story into fragrances, it's pretty much similar to everybody else's out there. I always liked fragrances, like to smell good, get the compliments and all that. I didn't know how broad this fragrances were in general. All I knew was what was popular, what was, I guess, most designers. I had a signature scent for many years, which was Body Kuros by YSL. That fragrance is discontinued. You can still find it online, but the story goes that, you know, it was my signature scent. I had bought about 5 or 6 bottles, so I didn't have to buy it. You know, about a year or 2 passed, and then finally I was running out, or I did run out for a few months, and then I was like, alright, I need to get a fragrance. I ran out to buy it, and the retailers that I used to go to told me it's discontinued, you won't be able to find it anymore, you know, at the stores. So I went home, I was like, what am I going to do? I don't know anything about what's out there now. I went online, I googled for the fragrance, and I found it, ordered it, fragrance, I think it was Fragrance Net or something like that. Anyway, but while I'm doing this research, I'm like, eventually I'm not going to be able to find this fragrance online either if it's discontinued. I need to find something new. And since I didn't know, I figured I'd Google sexiest man fragrance or best man fragrances, something to that effect. And I came across J.R. Ryder, Mark, Al, Cubby. All of the reviewers that paved the way for all of us. Didn't think much of it, started watching some of the videos. Then all of a sudden I had a small list that I wrote down. Within a week's time I had a Excel spreadsheet that held about 200 fragrances I need to try. So I started ordering samples. What else am I going to do? I started going to the stores and sniffing. I was like, you know, I need to get my hands on as many of these as I can so I could decide which one that I want. Long story short, a month later I own about 20 fragrances. 3 months later I own God knows how many designers. Then comes New Year's. Every New Year's I make a list of things I want to accomplish the following year. And at the bottom of the list was get my hands on a niche fragrance. And shortly after, maybe an hour after that, I'm talking with somebody on the Facebook groups, and he's selling LDDM by Andy Tower. I purchased it. So boom, right off the bat, knocked one thing off my list. Little do I know, what I've been looking for is on the niche side. I'm not talking bad about any designers, but the problem I always had with designers was that everything, I tend to smell like the next guy. Everything was generic. Not that that's a bad thing, but I always like to stand out to some degree. Not flashy or anything like that, but just stand out enough where I'm at least noticed. And that's what I get out of most niche. Not all, but most niche. And some designers, which I own. I own both. Then I realized with such a big collection, why do I need so much juice? So I started splitting my juice and started hosting splits for the future juice, which led me to here. I've been in this community about a year and a half or so, if that long, and I've already come across hundreds of fragrances. I'm enjoying this. I've made new friends, new family. It's just an experience that I never expected, and at the end of the day, I'm glad it happened. But speaking to most of the people in the community, our wives really don't understand what we're going through, or your significant other, if you have anybody else in your life. But somehow, you know, she understands that this is something that I enjoy, and she accepts it. And now I'm here to share my experience with you guys, and you know, I hope you guys can come with me on that journey. Bear with me for a little while I get used to being in front of the camera. I'm used to being behind it. Like I said, I like being into photography and stuff like that. Yeah, so I hope to see you. I hope to hear from you on future videos. Let me end this video with my scent of the day, which is Freddiephoto1's Rouge Avignon. This is great. This is actually one of the things I'm currently splitting. I suggest, if not through me, go to Oswald or Lucky Scent and get your hands on a sample. It's really nice. Alright, I'll talk to you later. Peace.